Hi friends, it's Mrs. Nadelberg, back to read you one of my very favorite stories. This story is called The Giant Jam Sandwich, and this song is a real Nadelberg family favorite. We've probably read it 2,000 times and we still read it over and over and over. The reason we love this book so much is because it's about a little town that gets a very big problem that they all have to work together and solve. So while you're listening to the story, be thinking about what is the big problem in this story and how does everyone work together to solve it. The Giant Jam Sandwich is by Vernon Lord. Here we go. I do see a little picture clue on the front. Something I wouldn't want buzzing around near me. Let's see. The Giant Jam Sandwich. For Alexander and Jonathan. One hot summer in Itchingdown, 4 million wasps flew into town. Take a look. Uh-oh. They drove the picnickers away. They chased the farmers from their hay. They stung Lord Swell on his big bald pate. They dived and hummed and buzzed and ate. Ooh. If you were having a picnic and all those wasps buzzed over near you, what would you do? And the noisy, nasty nuisance grew till the villagers cried, "What can we do?" So they called a meeting in the village hall, and Mayor Muddlenut asked them all, "What can we do?" And they said, "Good question," but nobody had a good suggestion. They all gathered together to say, what can we do to rid our town of this wasp problem? Then Bap the baker leaped to his feet and cried, "What do wasps like best to eat?" "Strawberry jam. Now wait a minute. If we made a giant sandwich, we could trap them in it." The gentlemen cheered, the ladies squealed, and Farmer Seed said, "Use my field." Do you think the plan will work? They make a big strawberry jam sandwich. Do you think it'll pull all the wasps to it? Bap gave instructions for the making of the dough. Mix the flour from above and the yeast from below. Salt from the seaside, water from the spout. Now thump it, bump it, and bang it about. While they were working and working hard, some more made a tablecloth out in the yard. So here's everybody mixing the ingredients in a giant room because they're making a giant sandwich and they're making a tablecloth out in the back. When they were done, the dough was left to rise till the loaf was a mountain in shape and size. They hitched it up with a bit of fuss to tractors, cars, and the village bus, and they took it to the oven they had made on the hill, 50 cookers in an old brick mill. So there they put tons of ovens. They call them cookers in this book. Tons of oven inside of an old brick mill, and they turned them all on. They're going to wheel in the dough. For hours and hours they let it cook. It swelled inside till the windows shook. It was piping hot when they took it out, and the villagers raised a mighty shout. "Isn't it crusty? Aren't we clever?" But the wasps were just as bad as ever. Oh, do you see it coming out here? Oh, nice and cooked. The loaf was left to cool, and then the people watched while 6 strong men took a great big saw and sliced right through. Everybody clapped, and they cut slice 2. Look, they're using a gigantic saw to cut out 2 slices to make a jam sandwich. The village bus, they all agreed, would spoil the fields of farmer seed. So 8 fine horses pulled the bread to where the picnic cloth was spread. There are the horses towing the bread way out along here. See where they have the picnic blanket all ready. Everyone's working together to solve this problem. Let's see what happens. A truck drew up and dumped out butter, and they spread it out with a flap and a flutter. Spoons and spades, slap and slam, and they did the same with the strawberry jam. Look, they're using a tractor there to spread out butter, and loads of jam are coming out of the dump truck. They're spreading it all around. Meanwhile, high above the field, 6 flying machines whirred and wheeled, ready for the wasps to take the bait. And then there was nothing to do but wait. They're lowering down that last piece of bread down onto the jam sandwich. Take a look at this picture. What do you see starting to come in the sky? Oh, I think the plan might be working. And suddenly, the sky was humming. All 4 million wasps were coming. They smelled that jam, they dived and struck, and they ate so much they all got stuck. There they are, stuck inside. The other slice came down kersplat on top of the wasps, and that was that. There were only 3 that got away, and where they are now, I cannot say. Oh, there's the 3 that got away. 1, 2, 3. But they never came back to Itchingdown, which is not a waspish sort of town, but a very nice place to dance and play. And that's what the villagers did that day. There they are, celebrating. Take a look up here. What became of the sandwich? Well, in Itchingdown, they like to tell how the birds flew it off with it in their beaks and had a feast for 100 weeks. The end. Oh, there's the 3 that got away. I love how in this story everyone came together and thought of an idea, and everybody helped and pitched in until the work was done. And in the end, they saved the town from 4 million wasps. I hope you enjoyed the story. See you tomorrow.